So now, it all comes down to this. The completion of probably the biggest tie that we've ever had in Europe so far.
Into the black hole. Sing for my soul.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Sunshine on Lathe. Still enjoying it? Drop a like, that would be most delightful. So, as you can see, we got drawn against Napoli in the Europa League. This is... I know that we talked about Benfica, but I felt like this would be the biggest tie, and this one really does strike me as a huge opportunity for us. Now, if we go through, I believe we end up playing Nantes or Liverpool, so that could be very, very difficult regardless, but I think just getting to a Europa League semi-final would be a hell of an achievement for us, and you just never know. But still, we've got to get past Napoli first, and they are not going to be a pushover by any means. Also, I think in a couple of episodes ago, I mentioned that I thought it was the largest goal-scoring game in our history was the game against Leeds. I'm pretty certain we played against Brighton a couple of years ago and had a 6-5. I can't remember whether we won or they won, but I'm fairly certain that actually is the most goals scored in a game for us. Also, we had a youth intake. Sort of. So the best two prospects from our youth intake were firstly Daniel King, a 16-year-old striker. He's quick. I'll give him that. He's got decent physicals, 6 foot tall. And that's about it. I mean, okay, teamwork's fine. He's nothing special, unfortunately. And in a similar vein was the second best player was also a striker. Good luck, Anaruo. So he wins on the name, but unfortunately, yeah, just not a good year for us as far as youth intakes go. Really, so far, Keith Adams has been the only player in this entire save worth talking about. And that kind of makes me sad. Right, we've had 2 games off camera as well before the Napoli game, so let's get to those now. So we had Everton in the Cup, and frankly, we kind of smashed them in many ways. Missed a penalty in this game too. The Wizard got down there, pulled the ball back, and there was Milan Lonchar, 1-0 to us. Wizard was an absolute menace on this match. Man of the match, despite missing a penalty, got man of the match award too. But then we had arguably a more surprising result away at Old Trafford. Lonchar does brilliantly to keep this ball in play here, and it basically creates the goal. Hubert eventually gets the ball back to Balde, who's able to slot us ahead at Old Trafford. And we played very, very well in this game, don't get me wrong. We then missed a penalty, but directly from the corner opposite that penalty, Dale Connor was able to give us a 2-goal advantage, and a deserved one. So, and then in the second half, Lonchar driving forward, gets into a position to shoot. His shot is eventually blocked, comes back from Mike Nielsen to score his first ever goal for Whitport. Lovely day for the lad, 3-0. Since it was only one league game, we'll talk about the league after we've played the in-between league game. But let's face it, we're still plugging away. I think we've won 6 in a row in the league now, but we still cannot seem to catch those teams above us. We've basically wrapped up Champions League completely now. But Blackhaven also beat Brighton as well. So they've now gone to 38 points. And Brighton, I mean, we figured they'd probably beat Brighton, but still, they had to get it over the line. So Diego Simeone's managing Napoli. This is not going to be easy. But we do look fairly fresh for this game, I would have to say. Obviously, my assistant wants to do silly nonsense again, as always. Clive Kimberley will come back in alongside Mike Nielsen. I still trust these two the most at the moment. Everybody else, though, fairly happy with that, to be honest. Oh, no, Fran instead of Jack Charlie, because he's got a slight knock. So, Kayo, Lonchar, Balde, Flamarion, Kimberley, Nielsen, Hubert, Connor, Matondo, McLean, and Ellison. On the bench, Abbott, Veldwijk, The Wizard, Lafarge, Fran, Nelson, and Ben Billington. It's all looking very good. I think we just need an away goal. I think the biggest thing for me is we've got to score a goal here. That will really do the trick for us. Because I think this is probably our first real test. As good as Benfica were, and they did play quite well in places against us, we still pretty much dominated them. Wolfsburg, I think, is the closest we've come to a really top European tie. But we will have to see how we do. Now, remember, we have still got that incredible record in Europe in play, and I really do feel like if there's ever a tie where that is going to break, it's going to be this one, and it might even be in this very game, but I want to see if we can pull through and scrape it. I mean, if we grape a victory in Italy, that would be sensational. We just need all the best players to step up for us tonight. We need Flamarion to do his thing. Marco Antonio straight to the bar. Oh, okay, very quick fire start there. And Kane McLean has bruised his shin. Oh, good. Really could have done without an injury to Kane McLean. The guy has been so important for us this year. Veldwijk, lovely ball into the channel. Lonchar might skip in here. It's the tight angle. Oh, it's come back to Kayo. That is so fortunate. The way the ball has broken to us there. Kayo gets his 25th goal of the season. Lonchar will grab another assist. Something I've noticed a lot more about Lonchar in this second half of the year is he's really racking up the assists too. Lovely flick on Pfeiffer Mara. I think the defender tackles this into his path in some way. Deflects it somehow back, I don't know how, towards Kayo. And we've got the lead already in Italy. But that definitely gets us straight into this tie early doors. It gives Napoli all the work to do. Oh, nice little ball from Kayo. This is the one day where we really want our strikers to link up the way they can do. Lonchar! Oh, and he should have made it too. He should have made that too. I mean, that was a top opportunity. Maybe it was a little bit above him, but Lonchar still did terrifically. He's basically playing like a winger at times here, just getting into these channels and finding balls for Kayo. I think Kayo could potentially profit massively today if Lonchar isn't shut down sooner. And again, they're just aiming those straight for him. Ah, not quite good. Oh, he's done well. And Balde this time. Oh, it nearly came back to him. Wow, we have started extremely strongly here. We look like a team that wants that next round. I feel like Nantes and Liverpool will probably go Liverpool's way. Although Alexander Arnold has just missed a penalty for Liverpool, so maybe there's hope for not yet. Kayo, can he spin? Balde! Balde! Oh, what a save from Stankovic. Yeah, we've come to play. We can't hit the target enough, but 6 chances in 30 minutes is solid. Though it would have been nice if we'd scored another one. We need Jerry Ellison to come up with a save here. Jerry, no! Wow, actually, that was an incredibly good piece of goalkeeping. Usually they almost always score those. So Stuttgart are down to 10 men against Wolfsburg, which is interesting. It's the battle of this VFB versus VFL. Oh, Flamarion just skating past people. Can he finish this time? No! And Balde can't quite get to the rebound. Well, a very successful first half as far as on paper, yet again, dominant. Tons of chances, but only the 1-goal lead through Kayo. It's a fine line, but I think we should be able to grab a second. This game reminds me so much of that first leg against Benfica where we smashed them in Portugal, but just could not get more than 1 goal. And in the end, it didn't matter, but I feel like Napoli might punish us given the opportunity. That's what concerns me a bit. Oh! Oh my God! Oh no! What was he doing? Firstly, why was Dale Connor the player that did this? Look, why is Dale Connor even still up the pitch? But this touch from Stankovic, and then the cheek of Dale Connor to just take about 6 touches to make sure of it. Well, I mean, we needed that second goal, and we got it just in the most unlikely of ways. But tell you what, we come to Napoli and win 2-0 away from home in the first leg. That gives us a bloody good chance of getting through. It really, really does. And we've got a derby against Blackhaven coming up in the next couple of matches as well. That'll probably be next episode, though. Balde now skating through challenges. Here we go. Goes past 1. Oh, can he slip this inside, baby? That is beautiful. It's 3-0, and Kayo, I said he would potentially profit from them today, and that was mostly down to Saliu Balde. This is brilliant. Goes past 1 challenge here. It takes another guy on just on pure speed. It drags so many defenders out the way that Kayo is completely unmarked in the box, and then he has the ability to find him too, and that is surely us heading to a European semi-final potentially for the 2nd season in a row. I'm just relieved that we actually managed to hold our nerve and get those. That little Dale Connor hilarity has actually sort of provoked us into actually a bit more of an attack now. And it looks like Escobar could be getting a yellow card here. It's a free kick to us, and the referee has not chose to book him. But we might still score from it. Go on, Clive. All the way through. The question now becomes, oh, Liverpool have scored late on. Madunga. The question now becomes whether we rest players. If we were to score a 4th goal, I'd be tempted to rest players, but no. I think we might still be able to rest some players for the second leg, potentially, since it is at home. 3-0 would be absolutely marvellous. Oh, lovely work from the Wizard to track back. And that is a gorgeous ball for Balde. He's on. He could go straight through here. The defenders are not getting near him. He's got a tough angle. Good strike from, and a good save from the goalkeeper, to be fair. So, Napoli 0, Whitport 3. A brace from Kayo. Balde and Lonchar were excellent in there too. Dale Connor, somewhat fortuitously. That is a very, very strong performance from us. 12 chances created, 3 of them scored. It's given me definite hope that we could rest a few players for that second leg and make sure that we're still fighting on all fronts. Right, we've got Brighton off camera. Should be winnable. And then back for more Napoli. We have Brighton, a relatively straightforward one. But yet again, another excellent performance from the Wizard. He's putting up some incredibly good numbers now when you actually look at his match stats a lot of the time. Puts the ball across for Kayo, 1-0 after 3 minutes. And then, not long after that, it was his chance to provide yet another assist. He's already netted 3 or 4 assists so far. This one just the first time ball into the channel for Lonchar. First time finish, 2-0 to us. That's where it ended, sadly, as far as the goal scoring was concerned. But once again, look at the Wizard. 5 chances created, 7 key passes and 2 assists on the night. He is consistently putting up absurd numbers when he's playing on that right-hand side. Now, as far as he is compared to Flamarion, he is right up there, as far as I can tell. And he's got a 46% cross completion percentage, which is absolutely nuts. This guy can whip a ball in, and I think he's going to be phenomenal next year as a backup to Flamarion. Although, frankly, I could see him maybe even challenging for it. So as far as the league is concerned, we are on 75 points. We're 3 points behind Liverpool, who drew with Blackhaven 0-0 at the Leith Investments Authority Stadium. But then Blackhaven couldn't build on that as they lost 1-0 at home to Leeds, with an opportunity potentially in that game to go as high as 8th place in the Premier League and only 2 points. If they'd have won that, Blackhaven legitimately would have only been 4 points behind Manchester United in 6th spot. They've kind of bottled it a little bit, but I do think they're certainly moving in the right direction. That being said, they've got a chance to play Man United this weekend, so it could still happen for them. Lonchar and Kayo, 22 and 20 goals in the league respectively. Excellent seasons from both of them. I could still see them both getting close to 25 at this rate, which is insane. City still flying away at the top, but they have dropped some points. They've got a game in hand, though. They've now hit over 104. They've hit 104 goals. I still think we could potentially get to 100 goals this season too, which would be insane. So now, it all comes down to this. The completion of probably the biggest tie that we've ever had in Europe so far. And it might look like a simple prospect, and perhaps in some ways it is, but we still got to get the job done. Particularly with a few little injuries. So I'll rotate the squad out first, and then we'll come back and have a look. So I actually wouldn't mind starting the Wizard today, to see how we can do. Balde came off early in the last game, so he's going to be able to start here. Kimberley and Nielsen will play You know what? I might start... Oh, no, we can't start Nielsen because Fran's injured. So I was going to start Nielsen there with Fran alongside, but we'll go with this for now. Abbott's also picked up a nut. We've just got a few little injuries catching up with us a tiny little bit. So I'm probably going to put Dave Morton on the bench here and just kind of go with what we've got. They have switched things over slightly, so you never know. I just want to see if the Wizard can continue to put up those kind of numbers again. Because against it with Brighton, it was a poorer side. He's played a lot of cup games, so I want to see if he can do it properly. One thing I've noticed more than anything else about him is he does seem to have way more chance creation than anyone else. His chance created per 90 minutes so far is more than double that of any other player that plays on the right-hand side, and I think that might be the main reason he's so useful. Right then, off we go, at home to Napoli, 3-0 up from the first leg. It should be relatively straightforward for us, but I want to make sure that if we want to score the first goal, that's the key thing for us. And to keep an eye on that Liverpool-Nantes tie, because let's face it, that's who we'd likely play. I mean, that's not who we'd likely play, that's who we would play. And I would like to see Nantes beat Liverpool, just because I feel like it would be easier for us, but at the same time, is he about to get... Oh, I thought he was going to get red carded. If they were to beat Liverpool, then they were good enough to beat Liverpool. Not when you're 3-0 up from the away leg. I still think it's massively in our hands, but we don't want to get too complacent, because a goal back for them early here... Oh, good save from Jerry Ellison. Very, very important. As Liverpool taken early. Okay, it's looking like it would be Liverpool in the semis. Although, we still have to get there, and this is not looking... Oh, wow. I think Ellison spilled that into the path of Bondarchuk, and Napoli are in front here, and they have been unbelievable for the first 20 minutes of this match. Ellison... Oh, he looks like he was shot from the stands. He just falls over like a dummy. This is bad news. Conceding the first goal gives them hope. Balde driving through the middle. We've got to get better than this. This is very, very poor from us. Balde. McLean. Just restore that advantage. And Kimberly. And... Oh! God damn. That had to be a goal. We really needed that. Not out of the woods yet. Okay, that's better. Starting to get a bit of possession. Starting to control this match a little bit now. Just taking the sting out of it is the main thing for us here. Start to get this under control a bit now. Grow ourselves the equaliser. Balde cutting through challenges. Oh dear, he's pulled that shot, but he does look very dangerous again. Okay, it's taken us a while to get going, but I'm starting to see more I like out of us now. Which is a very bizarre start. Ball through, and the Wizard gets a shot at the back post. Nice work again. McLean, that's a really poor header. And, oh, Ellison's bailed us out there. I don't know why he doesn't just head it to his teammate. Not an ideal first half there to be a goal down here. They deserve the lead, to be fair. Cannot take that away from them at all. Just try and take those chances away from them and maybe try and fashion opportunity using the possession they're willing to give us. Though it might pull more players up the pitch for us, but you've got to be careful of ourselves if they are playing on the break. Nice work. Oh, okay, some nice good stuff here. McLean, nice little touch. Can he dink it to the back post? Balde! Oh, that's such a classic situation from those two. McLean now with the strike and well cleared by Stankovic. Okay, that's more like it from us there. But once again, McLean just loves those dinked balls to Balde at the back post. It's a nice combination. Kyo's ball and Lonchar couldn't quite get there. But if they were, I think the second half has definitely been all Whitport so far. Nelson. Kyo, good first touch. He's taken it away from him. He's got Wim Billington. Can he find him? Wim Billington! Oh, and again with the chance, but we're looking better now. It's very much looking like, though, our run of winning games in Europe is about to come to an end as Billington puts it over the line. Maybe there's still hope. I think that's enough to sneak us through to the... Not even sneak. To put us through and guarantee us through to the next round. But is there still a chance that we can pull out yet another European victory? This time literally from the claws of death. Is that... Does that say Football Manager 2005 on the ad board there? I swear it says Football Manager 2005. One last chance for either team. I mean, I feel like... Oh, well, there you go. Maximiliano Trapattoni gives Napoli the late winner there. That's just really sensible play from them. They've been the better side on this game, to be fair. They created a better quality of chance than we did. I think we were very fortunate to get the equaliser when we did. And this is just a very good ball. Ellison just can't reach it. And Trapattoni with a simple finish. It doesn't matter. We're still going to go through. But by losing the home leg, it's not what you want to see from us, really. But we rotated some players in and out, I suppose. Still, not fantastic. Would have liked to have seen better from us today, and if we're going to have to play Liverpool in the next round, we're going to need to be better over 2 legs. That's what I will say. So, yeah. Getting to the semi-finals is a very good sign. Oh, God, don't concede another one, though. Trapattoni! Oh, God! I mean, it still wouldn't have mattered in the grand scheme of things, but it would have made it way too tight towards the end for my liking. Particularly as they would have added on some extra time as well. I thought we'd managed to at least salvage the unbeaten record, but sadly not. It looks like Napoli are going to be triumphant here. Our first ever defeat in Europe, and our first ever defeat in Europe at home as well. The fans basically come to the late... Oh my God, Marco Antonio's made it 3. Can we not? Can we just see what you're about to do? Can you just do the opposite of that, boys? I don't know what we're doing here. It's Whitport 1, Napoli 3 now. Ellison's missed it again. Because legitimately, if they score another one, they go through. They've scored 2 goals in stoppage time here to make this way tighter than it needed to be. Just hold on to the ball, lads. Time waste. Kyo. He's all the way through. Oh my God, we nearly had a goal ourselves as well. Surely this game is over by now. We're only going to sneak through 4-3. There we go. Whitport 4, Napoli 3. Yeah, goals in the 92nd and 93rd minute. And they could have had another one potentially. That was way closer than it had any right to be, frankly, and we did not cover ourselves in glory with that performance. But the point is we're through. Hopefully this doesn't now send us onto a terrible downward spiral. You hope. So, when is the Liverpool game coming up? All right, cool. So, it's going to be an... Oh, my goodness me. We can't surely miss the Blackhaven game. We may have to do a triple live com with 4 games off camera. So 3 games here. Come back for Liverpool and Blackhaven, do Bristol City off camera, and then do Liverpool again. Because we can't afford to miss a Derby match. I'm never going to not do a Derby live com in there because they're always fun. So that's what we're going to do. A load of games off camera in there too. As well. Oh, there's a FA Cup semi-final as well. And then a treble live com. Never let me say I don't spoil you. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, that's our first defeat since the Chelsea game in January. Drop a like, that'd be awesome. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, that'd be sick too. And yeah, I stream on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and usually at the weekend, so go follow that as well. And I'll see you tomorrow for European semi-final, Blackhaven, everything in one game. There's FA Cup semi-final in there as well. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Hold your gun, Cappy Bar. Bye-bye.